Welcome back, all you party people. Back here at the Freedom Farm today. I brought that 25 Creedmoor down with me. I've totally taken the weights out of it. I got some extra ammo. We're gonna shoot this thing, see where it is the right way this time. Took a little rip tater chip last night. Hit a mound of dirt. These tires are a little low. Pop this off the bead. I'm gonna try some starting fluid. See if I can make this go woof. Pop it back on.
Oh my God. Alright, we're good.
It's not deep.
It's half a foot deep.
So don't try this at home. I'm full of brilliant ideas sometimes. Well, that did not work. Did get a little closer there. Probably need a little more starting fluid in it, which I'm afraid to do. I'm gonna put a ratchet strap around this tire and compress the tire, try to get it back on the bead. Just ratchet this and it's gonna squish that tire out, get it closer to that bead. So hopefully I can get some air into it and it'll take. That's the theory anyway. The question is, will this tank put air in fast enough to fill this thing up? We'll see. Maybe get the strap more on the outside so it pushes this, or the inside so it pushes this outside out. Alright, I got it holding air. It's still not on the bead yet. So what I'm going to go do is run over to the big compressor. It wasn't all the way on. I went and put air in it. And I got this thing up in pressure and there's still a little gap. So I went ahead and left that pressure in there. Figured if I go take it a romp around, hit some whoop-de-doos, maybe that'll pop that thing out. So as soon as I hit the road, I floored it on the asphalt and I heard this pop and it just slid that right back on. So there we go. Let's get to shooting. I got Darth Sidious, oh buddy. We got some rounds left over from the match. And I'm going to shoot him up. We're just going to see where this thing is. I took the weights out of this whole thing. So fuck it. Those weights have little screws in them. And when I had those rails on there, the screws were taken up enough that they didn't protrude into the chassis. Without those rails on there, these screws were touching the barrel. I suppose you probably have to cut those down. Those weights aren't really heavy anyway, so I'm not sure how much good they were going to do. So I finally got a paycheck and I ordered some weights specifically for the hybrid chassis from Gray Ops. There'll be external weights. And I'm going to get some bills paid this week, which is going to be nice. Should add about 2.5 pounds, which I think is perfect. Hey, it's an absolutely gorgeous day today in southern Indiana. Man, you couldn't dial it up any better in my opinion. I have some leftover ammo from this match. I had a bunch of cider stuff. Just fucking little tick right there. Golly, man, they're bad this year. Hang on one second, let me kill this little sumbitch. So I've got a targ dot left down there at 100 yards. Now in the past when I had this sighted in for the 39 grain load and we moved to the 42.3, the 42.3 would be about 5 inches high to the left. After I went ahead and goobered it up with a bunch of lead in there and sighted in that 42.3 grain load, it was almost right on. So I'm like, I should have known right there something was off. But anyhow, so I'm going to get this kind of tuned back in. I'm curious as to where this will end up when I shoot it at 100 yards. I only got one camera today. Took the other camera with me at that match and didn't put it back on its stand when I got home. Now I can't find it. It's in my mess somewhere. I didn't lose it, just can't find it. I do want to test these little fuckers out. These are the Axle somethings. Little wireless earbuds. Axle Axums or something. I don't remember. They're on sale, half off. I've been eyeing them for a while. I had a set of Glory Fire earbuds that I gotten off Amazon because they were cheaper. They didn't have Bluetooth. I was like, for $100, you know, they're worth a shot. If I don't like them, I'll send them back. I sent them back. They didn't work for shit. These may suck too. I have the medium foam ear tips in. I'm almost afraid to shoot. I got my muffs with me that I'll use if these do not cut it. So we're gonna try them out, see how they work or don't work, and I'll let you know. We'll move this back. The GoPro just shut off for whatever reason I have, and it just shut off again for no reason. GoPros truly are pieces of shit. I will say that. I will never buy another one. Plus, owner of GoPro is a big anti-gunner. I found out later on, so you will no longer get my business, sir. The earbuds aren't bad. I can't tell if it's borderline not enough, or if it's just the amplification of the enhancement that that I'm hearing, and then the reduction thereafter. I don't know. When I put those glorifiers in, they hurt. After I shot once with the big gun, I'm like, all right, they were straight out after one shot. I just shot 2 shots. It's okay. It's manageable, I think. I have no clue where the bullet is, or my holes, or where it hit. It's not even on paper. I'll take it down. Let's mark some of these old holes here. Here's my old target dot that I was aiming at, hoping to be in here somewhere. Absolutely no idea where it is. We'll probably have to drag that table up a little closer. All right, so I moved up to 50 yards here. Try to find where this is. Still no idea. All right, I think it's like 2 feet low. I want to shoot up all my ammo trying to sight this in, but being off don't help me none. Yeah, I think it's low. Yeah, I see a new white hole in the bottom. It is. It's about 6.5 mil low. Come up 6.5 mil. See if I'm on the cardboard here. Yep. I'm about 2 inches below the target dot. So if I come up 1 more mil, 7.5, and right 2/10, should be about bullseye. Golly, that's crazy, y'all. Yep, bullseye right there. So I'm 7.5 mil low from where it was with all that bullshit in it. That's crazy. All right, there's that one shot that was fresh white. I'd spray painted all these bullet holes and shot. I'm like, yep, there it is. I milled that in my scope. I ran out of room on my scope, but I was like, you know, I'll go up 6.5 mil and see where that puts me. Up 6.5 mil is there. I milled that in my scope to be 2/10 left, and still 1 mil low. I went up to 7.5 mil. 2/10 right, and there I am. I'm at 50 yards. We'll go back to 100 yards, zero this out, and make sure we're good. And then we're going to get to shooting at distance. You know, like the description says, I include you along in my good, the bad, the ugly. I could have edited all that shit out. I could have not even done that video and showed you what kind of a dumbass I was. But I did it just so that now you know, right? I ain't scared. I ain't scared to fuck up. I ain't scared to try something, you know. It may have been awesome, but it wasn't. Some viewer chimed in and said, what drug were you on? I replied back to him, Hunter Biden grade crack, baby. In honor of Hunter Biden grade crack, we'll play a little bit of, look at, there's another fucking tick out of nowhere crawling up my arm. Where'd you come from? Where? We'll play a little bit of Afro Man's new song as I sight this in here at 100 yards.
He was gonna get his laptop fixed, but Hunter got high. He wasn't gonna show all them dick pics, but Hunter got high. He should've let Hillary bleach his whole hard drive. Yeah, Hunter got high. Smartest man Joe ever knew in his life. Yeah, till Hunter got high. Hunter got high. Hunter got high. La-da-da-da-da. He was gonna go visit his dad, but Hunter got high.
Really quite odd. You know, this was sighted in, this 42.3 grain load with those weights in, and it grouped well. It's not grouping well right now with all the shit taken out of it. This 42.3 grain load may not be accurate with this current setup. All right, so I just shot 12 o'clock on the target dot. I don't like it. I'll come back out here and do some load development now that I have this all cleaned out and work up a load with it in its current configuration. That's what we're going to go with for now. I'm going to zero out this scope and we're going to go back at distance, play a little bit. So in honor of me fucking up too, I got this shirt. You know, I get it a lot with my name. Figured I might as well rock it.
Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, Aaron!
All right, I did find my other camera. It's in the truck. So I'm gonna run this camera with the stand down on the target. We're gonna shoot at 420. And I'm gonna use this little camera back here and set it on a sandbag and film back here. All right. Got a little dot painted up at 420. Let's go shoot it. That's low, but we're gonna go ahead and shoot a group with it. Stacked it. Stacked it on top of that one. I'm gonna shoot all these up here, get my brass out of them. Not sure this is the load that I want, although at 420 yards, it's stacking a pretty good little group right now. It is stacking a pretty good group. I'll give it that. I'm holding straight up on the dot. It's a good little group. I'm gonna run down there, move the camera. We're gonna go 460 with it. All right, we're at 460. Yesterday I spent most of the day mowing. I was going to come out here and shoot. There was no wind yesterday. It was perfect. But I got to mowing. Got the shooting range all looking sweet and all. I am going to put my earphones on. These do work pretty well. I'm just hypersensitive about my hearing. Your hearing does not repair itself. Like I said, these work okay, but just to be sure, I'm going to put these muffs on. My dad's fucking deaf. He's shot all his life. He's the best shot I know. He's deaf as fuck, man. He tells a story. He and his buddy John, there used to be a shit ton of groundhogs around here, I guess, back in the 70s. Used to have quail too. Neither one of those really exist. You may be hearing quail on tape today. They're starting to come back a little bit. I've put a lot of this in wildlife habitat, and I've had a lot of quail come back, which is awesome. Groundhogs, you're starting to see it come back a little bit too, but He was telling the story this one day. They're driving down, they're going to go shoot groundhogs, and they were in this International Scout that I think my dad was driving. John was riding shotgun. He's like, pull over, I see a groundhog. And he had a 357 Magnum and started to turn out the window with it to shoot at the groundhog and accidentally touched it off. If you don't know what an International Scout is, it's like a Bronco, but back in the 60s and 70s, it was an all metal interior. And he touched off a 357 Magnum in that thing. God, I can only imagine. That fucked him up, and years of shooting and this, that, or the other. But anyhow, point being, I don't want to be like that. I'll be back out here this coming weekend. There's no match. I don't have anything going on. So I'm gonna do a little load testing on this. Try to get this back up to snuff, so to speak. What I had going on here did not work. Hopefully those weights are in by then. I'll show you pre-weights. I took the internal weights out of this. I totally stripped it. I got rid of any bullshit in this fucking chassis. And it shoots differently. We're gonna find a new load for this puppy. I'm gonna do some mowing here today. I'm gonna finish that up and we'll get home and mow. My neighbor died a few weeks ago, and his widow, Louise, is by herself, and so I've been doing their yard work. And so I'm gonna go home, do my yard, do their yard. My friend Elizabeth, she's only got about a week or two left. I've been doing her yard too, so I got a lot of yard work ahead of me. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining in today. I really do appreciate your time and viewership. Tune back in. Be sure to check your subscription. If you're a subscriber, make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that bell notification so you get any new videos. YouTube has been unsubscribing my viewers. They do that, you know. It's a communist organization. And that is all the fun for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Till next time, stay safe, be free. See you on the next one.
That's all for today. Thank you.